soon. I'm your host, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Prime Time Wrestling, where we feature the superstars of the World Wrestling Federation. In fact, the greatest professional athletes of the world. And in one night, on one event, 50 of them at one time are going to appear, talking about Survivor Series, talking about Thanksgiving night, November 26th, Richfield, Ohio. In addition, approximately 7 or 8 million people will be able to view this at home through their pay-per-view cable systems. It's going to be a happening, Brain, and you're going to be part of it.
I've already iced down the champagne.
Yeah, well, that's the second time or third time you've iced it down.
We don't live in the past. We don't want to talk about WrestleMania.
What did you do with all that? I got some of that excess champagne you had.
I know. I saw you walk in here.
Oh, we've got plenty of exciting stars here this week on Primetime Wrestling, including the World Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation, their opposition, the Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. We're going to also be taking a look at George the Animal Steele, the big guy from the Samoan Islands, Sika, very dangerous individual, and a whole lot more.
None of my men are represented here.
Were they busy? Well, they tried to get on the phone, I understand.
I will have phone calls coming in periodically from Andre the...
Oh, you're kidding. You haven't had that phone work one time for you successfully. I take it back. It worked one time for you when you were trying to reach Kay, and you finally got us moved to our new home here Thursday nights.
Yeah, tomorrow night I have to be at Madison Square Garden. This has really been a lousiest
Let's go to the
day
ring
I've ever
right
had.
now as Sika takes on SD Jones.
I wish this was a Monday.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. In the ring to my left, from Antigua in the West Indies, weighing 239 pounds, SD Special Delivery Jones. His opponent, from the jungles of Samoa, weighing an even 300 pounds, Sika.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Peoria Civic Center right here in Peoria, Illinois. Bruce Pritchard at ringside with the always lovely Mike McGurk.
And
this week, the mouth of the South himself, Jimmy Hart. Jimmy, good to have you here.
You know, the most handsome man in professional wrestling. Come on, tell him like it is.
Well, I don't know exactly who it is that you're talking about up in the ring. Sika, the Samoan, getting ready to battle with SD Special Delivery Jones, and this should be a great matchup, Mike.
It sure should be. You've got an even matchup, even though I must say, Sika looks like he's just come out of the jungles.
Yes, indeed. Collar and elbow now as Sika and SD hook up, and Sika there showing a bit of power, pushing SD right off of him, looking easy.
You know, there's something missing at ringside tonight. You haven't even said it, man. Mr. Fuji, Sika's manager.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Fuji conspicuous by his absence at ringside tonight. That time, SD Jones hard drags the big Samoan Sika right now, thinking twice about coming after SD Special Delivery Jones. And Jimmy, I know in recent weeks you've been talking about the great wrestling album 2, Pile Driver, and you have a cut on that yourself.
You better believe it. It's going to be on CBS Epic Records and Tapes. And, of course, there's a couple of good songs on it, like my song, Crank It Up, written and produced by Jimmy Hart. And, of course, Honky Tonk Man song, The Honky Tonk Man, written by Jimmy Hart. Honky Tonk sings. He's great, man.
Well, yes, indeed. I've heard the entire album, and both of those respectable songs. And, Mike, I know you've listened to the album. Which song on the album is your favorite?
Oh, I love it all, but my favorite, I've got a couple of favorites even, but the one that I think Mr. Hart's forgetting about is one that is called the title cut of the album, Pile Driver, sung by none other, Coco Beware.
Oh, no, this guy couldn't carry a tune if he had handles on it, man. Oh, come on.
Up in the ring, Sika, big clothesline to SD Jones, and SD finds himself flat on the mat. Sika, the Samoan now, going to work. Getting the back of the head of SD Special Delivery Jones. Big chop by the Samoan that time.
That might have been what SD needed, Bruce, just to come around. He's going to need to get on top of this Sika.
You know, right now, you know what he's saying, baby? I know what SD's saying. He's saying, feet don't fail me now, man. Why am I in this match for with this big guy? Woo!
Well, SD Jones never wanted to give up easily, as we see there, firing an elbow, and now the fist in the midsection. But Sika right back with the rake across the eyes.
Unorthodox moves he uses.
Those are some of the moves like your men, the Hart Foundation, oftentimes we see using Jimmy Hart.
The World Tag Team Champions. You know, there's a lot of jealousy over the Hart Foundation. There's a lot of jealousy over the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, baby.
But right now, Sika raking his fingers right across the face of Special Delivery Jones, and the referee now warning this wild man from the islands of Samoa. Nice close-up as Sika went in with the chokehold, and once again, the referee cautioning Sika against the use of illegal tactics. Sika now backs his man into the corner and punch to the midsection, and SD Jones fires back with the left hand.
A little bit of his own medicine, Bruce.
And this capacity crowd here in Peoria really getting behind SD Jones as he fires back at the huge Samoan. Sika in again, and that time Sika caught him short.
Good even matchup between these two men.
Yes, indeed. Duck under by SD Jones. Leapfrog. And big left hand by SD Jones. And the fans love their approval, Jimmy Hart.
Let me tell you something, baby. SD Jones would never do this to the Honky Tonk Man, Daddy, the Intercontinental Champion, the greatest champion of all time, baby.
Well, the Honky Tonk Man in recent weeks making claim to being the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. That time, SD Jones sent Sika flying to the outside, maybe to a little bit higher ground. Sika, rethinking this match, makes his way back into the ring. And a right hand by the big Samoan.
He is huge, Bruce. His hair, everything that he represents and comes from does represent the wild style of the jungle.
Sika weighing in at well over 300 pounds. And right now, applying a chin lock to SD Jones, but SD Jones not about to give it up.
Still in there.
Elbow to the midsection by SD Jones. And a headbutt by SD Jones, and it didn't seem to phase the big Islander one bit, so he tried it to the side of the face that time, Jimmy.
You know, look at SD. He's in a lot of trouble right now, baby. I think he's done got the big Samoan mad, Daddy.
Well, Jones doesn't look like he's in too much trouble now, Mike, as he has the Samoan Sika on the ropes and putting the boots to him.
You can't count either one of these guys. Just during this whole match right here, it's been up and down. First the Sika and then SD.
Two veteran grapplers in there. And tell me something, Jimmy Hart. Would your man, the Honky Tonk Man, or has he defended his title against either one of these top competitors in the ring right now?
Hey, man, we have open contracts. We don't run from anything or anybody. Let me tell you that right now. The Honky Tonk Man, like I said before, he is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Big boot right into the chin of Sika, and SD Jones right now throwing those rights and lefts into the chin of the big Samoan.
I would say Mr. Hart is a proud manager.
Well, in every right, Jimmy Hart has to be a proud manager. And Sika that time scoops SD Jones up and drops him right back, and that's all she wrote.
It's over.
The winner of the match in a big way, the big, huge Samoan Sika.
Here is your winner, Sika.
The big Samoan Sika. Right now, we're going to take a look at exactly how he did it, Mike.
Here we go. And
Whip into the
reversal.
ropes. SD coming out of the turnbuckle, and Sika scoops him right up and right back. And it's 1, 2, 3, the winner of the match, the huge Samoan Sika. Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Mike McGurk, thank you. And for Bruce Pritchard, we'll be right back.
Bruce Pritchard, along with the Mouth of the South, who has a very interesting cut on the Pile Driver album. Crank it up.
Some of his music was stolen, you know, by the Young Stallions, Powers and Roma. When they make their entrance to the ring now, the record that Jimmy Hart wrote and produced, they've adapted that for themselves. They've
Crank it
stole
up. That's the song.
It's not fair, though, is it?
Well, when
Young
you consider
Stallions
all the
obviously are
things that you
thieves.
do, all the unfair things that you do, you know, I don't think that's very much to...
Why should I get blamed for something that they do? I didn't do anything wrong. Never
Where
done
else am I
anything.
going to find a scapegoat? Or scape weasel, whatever. Whatever turns you on.
You know what turns me on?
What is it?
Thanksgiving night.
Thanksgiving night. You could be the
Watching
big
on
turkey again. You're thinking about that. Andre the Giant, in probably, well, undoubtedly the best condition of his entire career. He laid off almost an entire year waiting for this moment. Thanksgiving evening. Well, we're back, folks. We were discussing during the break, why did you say that Andre took all that? Was it a physical problem or a mental problem?
No, he didn't want to get near a ring until Hulk Hogan was in the ring. He went and did a movie.
Princess Bride is supposed to be a real blockbuster.
Blockbuster. But
Who we got on the phone? Andre now?
I have Andre's private secretary on the
Andre's
phone.
private secretary. Hello. Oh, get it. It's Miss Betty, the drugstore addict. Let's go to a ring right now. Most interesting match coming up.
What are you doing on?
One fall. Approaching ringside from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 2.
Hello, everyone, up in the ring. The Animal, George Steele, going to work on Brian Costello. Hello, everyone. Bruce Pritchard at ringside, along with Mike McGurk and Oliver Humperdinck up in the ring. We have a matchup between the Animal, George Steele, and Brian Costello. And Oliver, the Animal, going to work on Costello.
He's starting early. He didn't even wait for that bell to ring or the introductions to be made. He's got one thing on his mind when he comes to the ring, and that's to get in there with whoever they put him against and do what he does best, and that's pure mayhem.
And right now, the Animal on the outside of the ring, Mike, and he goes to work on Brian Costello, introducing him to the timekeeper's table. A very unorthodox style by the Animal, Mike.
Yes, and not only is his looks unorthodox, but this man is to be feared. Some people may laugh at his looks, but he's on the border of suspension every time he walks into this ring.
The Animal, a very punishing man when he steps inside that ring. Not one to be underestimated as he goes to the work on the arm of Costello.
Now, there's a method to this madness. As you know, George Animal Steele uses that flying hammerlock for a finish, and he's working on that left arm of Mr. Costello right now, softening it up, wearing and tearing on that elbow and on that shoulder joint. There we go, right there.
And George the Animal Steele right now, he has that flying hammerlock on Costello.
He didn't keep it long enough to get the win, but you can bet it took its toll on Mr. Costello as he's down now holding that left arm. It takes a tremendous toll on the shoulder and the elbow area. Here we see it again. The flying hammerlock, that was enough to do it.
One more time, the Animal with the flying hammerlock on Brian Costello, and that was all that Costello could take.
Here we go again.
Here is your winner, George the Animal Steele.
And they love it. Listen to him.
This capacity crowd here in Peoria, Illinois at the Civic Center, they love the Animal, George Steele.
Is he going to eat a turnbuckle? That's what I want to see. Is he going to eat it? He says, yeah. He's hungry. It looks like he's hungry to me. Yeah, go ahead, George, eat it. Get it, George.
The Animal almost looking like he's responding to your pleas, Oliver.
It's dinner time, brother. Look at that tongue.
He scares me.
He's a frightening, imposing individual. There he goes. He's got that turnbuckle in there.
And this capacity crowd here in Peoria loves it as the Animal. And it's dinner time for George Steele, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. My comments are just scared of him. He didn't get the name Animal for nothing.
Right now, we're going to take you to the replay of exactly how George had his dinner tonight.
There he goes, ripping with those teeth. Ripping into that turnbuckle that looks like Minneapolis in January.
Yes, indeed. And we'll be right back. Bruce Pritchard, Mike McGurk, and Oliver Humperdinck. Don't you go away.
Well, everybody thinks that's cute when he eats the turnbuckle. He's a dangerous man. He's about this far. Well, that's why I said it.
Go ahead.
He's about this far from being suspended. Jack Tunney bends over backwards a little for the guy because the guy's a nitwit. But he's a dangerous man. He doesn't belong in wrestling. He should be tranquilized and put away. Or wormed.
Doesn't belong in wrestling.
No, he doesn't.
Just because he's dangerous?
Dangerous.
Don't you consider Andre dangerous? King Kong Bundy dangerous?
Very dangerous.
One-man gang dangerous?
Very dangerous. But they can be controlled. I can control them with fines, suspensions. We can control each other. George Steele.
In other words, you're going to take more money out of their pockets. More than the 65% you already take.
We don't take 65%.
How about our conference call? When are we going to have that? During the program?
Well, you hung up on Miss Betty. She's trying to get me now Bundy for you to talk to. Andre, I can't find right now.
I want to talk about a little bit more important things, namely one, this particular pile driver album with the world's heavyweight champion, Hulk Hogan, on the cover, this is a blockbuster, and the videotape of the hit cut Pile Driver by Koko B. Ware, we're going to take a look at it right now.
Right now?
Right now.
It's like a slow dance. You can tiptoe around, but don't make a sound. You can make a little silent romance. But sometimes love sounds like a fight. It sounds like an argument. It sounds just like a power driver. Yeah, a power driver. Well, sometimes love, it just feels fake. First you think you're so strong, but something goes wrong. It feels like a great big mistake. But sometimes love feels just right. It feels so real. It feels just like a power driver. Yeah, a power driver. You're right beside her. Your heart's on fire. She got you hot wire. Higher, higher, power driver. Power driver. Well, sometimes love feels just right. It feels so real. It feels loud, loud, loud. Power driver. Power driver. Yeah. Power driver. Well, power driver. La, 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 power driver.
Hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing? Put me down.
Oh, I love it. Koko B. Ware got a lot of talent, both inside the ring and out.
And inside that little box there, that little room.
What little room? What are you
The
talking
little
about?
room, the reading room, where the foreman was going. Arnold
I
Skolin.
mean, the Golden Boy.
The Golden Boy, yeah.
Well, the Golden Boy is, shall we say, been in some compromising positions over the years,
He certainly has.
to say the least. Plenty more action still to come here on Prime Time this week. We'll be back in just a moment with some exciting news.
This thing doesn't ring anymore.
Too bad.
Well, the day has come.
I think I proved to you last week that Patera would be ready for Survivor, and you said no.
What Patera's going to do is hide behind four guys. He's yellow. That man's yellow.
Are you kidding? I was in the ring with that guy. You obviously don't know Kenny
I
Patera
managed
like I
the
do.
guy. I know this guy.
You thought you knew Mr. Wonderful, too. You didn't know him either,
I knew
right?
him exactly. I used him.
I'm going to prove to you,
Never
Brain,
needed
once
him.
and for all, that Patera will be ready. Let's go to this special report now from Craig DeGeorge with Kenny Patera.
Oh, we're going to jail, huh?
Hello, everyone. Most people would give in, say they've had enough, call it quits. After all, the sign says dead end. But for Ken Patera, well, it appears to be nothing more than a day at the office. Mr. Comeback has done it again, while the Heenan family didn't again. They've tortured him with 4-on-1 situations, hit him with belts, left him with welts, and now the latest, a ruptured tendon in Patera's arm. But the cast is now off, and the former Olympian is back with a vengeance.
The arm has been out of the cast for a few days now, and it's just a matter of weeks before I get back in the ring, Weasel. And to my resolve, it's going to be eliminating you and the rest of the Weasel family one by one.
All right, a man with a mission. That will be some task, but why not? If you're going to dish out the cheap shots, you better be prepared to receive, because as Ken Patera says, it is only a matter of time. With this special report, I'm Craig DeGeorge.
Weasel whacking time. That's maybe one of the new cuts on the next.
When it's Weasel whacking time.
See, there he was. No cast.
Oh,
the
yeah,
cast been removed. The tendon is all healed. He's ready.
Talk's cheap. Real cheap.
Talk is cheap because in the next few moments we're going to go through a very lengthy dissertation by you and Andre the Giant.
Sit back. I suggest you put on your VCRs and record it. This is a great moment in history. I make a lot of sense here.
You do.
Yes, like I always do.
You're very up for this thing, for this.
Yes, I am.
This whole
I know what's
Survivor
happen.
Series.
So the only reason Hogan agreed to any of this, which I didn't tell the people, is because he can hide behind people. He can use other people. He can hope. He'll probably quit right at the beginning of the match so he can leave. But we'll find you, Hogan. We'll drag you right back out there. Thanks.
Highly
You're our
unlikely.
turkey, pal.
Highly unlikely.
Our
that
big
that's gonna happen in the
300-pound turkey.
Survivor Series. Let's go to
Roll
the footage.
the film. I said that.
First, the manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
You know, you can make all the noise you want, but if you're smart, you better listen to what I have to say. This man right here, Andre the Giant, he has not stepped into a wrestling ring since WrestleMania 3. He has not been in a wrestling ring since he was robbed, and I mean robbed, in the Pontiac Silverdome before the largest crowd in the history of professional sports. Why was he robbed? Because of poor officiating and because of the likes of one man, Hulk Hogan. But what I'm getting down to is, he has told me time and time again he would not step into a wrestling ring unless he could get into the ring with the world's heavyweight champion, Hulk Hogan. And I told him, the day will come when I make sure that the next time you enter a ring, you will be standing in that ring and you'll be looking across at the big, tough Hulk Hogan. Well, the day has come. The day has come. And the day will be Thanksgiving night of this year. And they're calling it the Survivor Series. That's right, get it straight, pal. The Survivor Series. And what it boils down to is an elimination tag team match. Now, Thanksgiving night, Hogan, I don't care who you have in your corner and your ring as tag team partner. You've got superstar Billy Graham. You've got Ken the ex-con Patera. You've got Bam Bam Bigelow. And you've also got Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff. And along with yourself, the heavyweight champion of the world, you think you've got enough backup to survive. Wrong, dummy, because you know who we got. We've got the natural Butch Reed. We've got close to 480 pounds. The one-man gang. The newest member of the Bobby Heenan family. The greatest athletic physique in the world. Ravishing Rick Rude. And if that's not enough, also close to 480 pounds, King Kong Bundy. And leading this team on Thanksgiving night, leading this match, the Survivor Series, will be this man, the 8th wonder of the world, the uncrowned heavyweight champion, Andre the Giant. So what I want Hogan to understand is, during this match, during this elimination match, when they're dropping left and right, and they're going out over here and over there, one time it's gonna happen. This man here is gonna put those giant hands around your neck, Hogan, around your neck, and he's gonna squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Because, Turkey, you better have thank your lucky stars that you're the world champion. Because this man, as far as I'm concerned, and everybody's concerned, is going to get his hands on you, and he is going to literally rip you apart.
Holly, before you go, I can't let you go without perhaps getting a comment from Andre on this Survivor Series.
You know what? I'm very glad they called that the Survivor Series. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Andre the Giant doesn't take survivors. Because Andre the Giant will be the survivor. And I promise you that again.
Thanksgiving night. Witness the Survivor Series.
Well, let me just explain something to the folks at home, Brain. During that lengthy dissertation that you gave the connotation that in the Survivor Series, with the two teams involved, that it was guys would be going out over the top to be eliminated. That's not, in fact, there's 4 ways to be eliminated: pinfalls, countouts, submissions, and
disqualifications.
That's right.
What I meant was when Andre gets in the ring, they'll be jumping out, running for the exits.
I got you.
You have to make it very explicit to these people. They're not that...
Let's go to Outback.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't reveal it. The Korean wrestler, very, very apt. Very, very experienced in the ring. Outback Jack does very well here with the fans. Side headlock. Well,
That's how tight, you know, he screams to the referee, watch the trunks, and just as he screams, boom, he gives you a shot.
He does that.
Yeah.
He distracts you a little bit, then he gives you a shot.
Yeah.
Side headlock again.
Yeah, some people say, hey, he's using the rules to his advantage, but you got to be wary about that.
Well, that's what a lot of these wrestlers show you all sorts of moves, and you don't know what's going to come up. And I think psychologically, it's a great idea. Outback Jack get a little bit of heat here. Side headlock by him. Oh, did you hear that bang? He said, I was hit by a fist.
Yeah, closed fist.
That's
you can't do.
There's the hair pull, which you can't do either. Tiger Chung Lee grabbing the back of the hair on Outback Jack.
I think Outback Jack is saying, hey, you want to play it like that? I'll play it like that too.
Play any way you want.
Don't get fooled by that nice melody and music.
That's right. Well, Outback's getting a few shots at the hands of Tiger Chung Lee, more than just a few. And Tiger Chung Lee going to the side headlock, giving him sort of a karate chop on the throat. Cut off some air and slow you down a little bit. Chung Lee not very, very popular here in Philadelphia. In fact, wherever he wrestles. Oh yeah. Martial arts, very much, he's very comfortable with the push. Kick to the throat, toe of his boot, Tiger Chung Lee. Very methodical, nothing fancy, just very methodical. Put that size 13 right on the throat, Outback Jack. Seems to be a mismatch right now, but you can't count out Outback Jack. Count of 2 by Bernie Scully, the Roxborough referee, if you will. Oh, wow. Oh, back. Whoa. Talk about acrobatics. He didn't mean to, but he did. Caught him with an elbow right across the chest. Down he goes. Outback jack on the tear. Body slam, maybe. Yeah. Throws him down like a sack of potatoes. Drops his full body weight on Tiger Chung Lee, who kicks out, Greg.
Yeah, you need more than the weight.
Yeah, you do.
That leg.
Nice shoulder block by the big guy from Australia. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, caught him. Caught him, I believe. Yeah, caught him. Caught him. Tiger Chung Lee says, "Wah hoppin'." Wah hoppin'.
Is that what he said, Dick?
Yeah, I heard him. He said, "Wah hoppin'."
What happened? Oh, let's pick up the decision.
The winner of this bout, Outback Jack.
Outback Jack. Oh.
Got him with a boomerang, right in the back of the neck.
Cheap shot. You hit the man straight on with it or from the side.
That's the way you apply that particular move.
The guy must be a second-story man from Humpty Doo.
Well,
a mugger. 42nd Street kind.
You know a lot about Manhattan, downtown, the Big Apple, don't you?
I know a lot about New York City.
It's where you and the King stole that horrible-looking rope
Steal
from
nothing.
the Beacon Theater.
There's a lot of nice things on 42nd Street.
Well,
the big things,
hot on the newsstands right now is the latest edition of the World Wrestling Federation magazine with one of the members of Hulk Hogan's.
How about last month's edition?
That's ancient history now. That's last
my
month.
book.
This is Bam Bam Bigelow on the cover.
Hey, pause.
What's wrong with you? Probably one of the most important members on the team of Hulk Hogan in the big Survivor Series coming up.
Now, why don't you get a shot of this moron? Look at this. Here's a guy who ran out of paper and walls, so he draws on his face. Takes a magic marker pen and draws on his face.
Special interview coming up right now with the Natural.
All right, here in the World Wrestling Federation, there is a man that desperately wants to meet Hulk Hogan for the world's heavyweight title. But I think he's got a little work to do before he can ever have an opportunity to meet the world champion. Natural Butch Reed from Kansas City, come on in. Butch Reed, I say you've got a little work to do before you can meet the heavyweight champion of the world. That work involves superstar Billy Graham, himself a former world heavyweight champion.
I've been standing in the midst for a long time, waiting on the shot of the big man. But now it's another big man that wants to come on the scene and try to make his way to the top. Well, let me tell you something, Graham. There's only room for one at the top, and Butch Reed happens to be standing in the top contenders level. And now you want to come and horn me out. It don't work like that, Billy, because let me tell you something, sucker. I got 2 or 3 things on you. First of all, I got youth, I got body, I got knowledge. And I got enough meanness, I got enough ferociousness and viciousness in me to take you out one more time. I don't care about your hip. That's a miraculous recovery you made. I like it, but somewhere down the line, Billy Graham, you're gonna wish that you would have stayed at home with your wife and your kids and take care of your home and looking out over the sunset in the evening time, smoking a pipe. Because Butch Reed is out to do business with you, boy. Somewhere down the line, I'm going below the belt, wherever it happens. And then I'm going to give you a present that I want to give you. A present is a wheelchair, a 2-wheel Cadillac, a stroll road in a dressing room.
All right. Thank you. He is the Natural Butch Reed, and we're going to be right back.
Look at him. Look at the very Horowitz backing up. Hammering away. Why not? He's hitting with a closed fist. That's illegal. Right out.
We're back, folks. Brain, when I say tag team captains, who does that bring to mind?
Andre the Giant.
That's what it brings to mind. Talking about Strike Force.
Oh, Lucky Pierre and La Bamba.
No, Tito Santana and Rick Martel. They are the captains of their tag team extravaganza as part of Survivor Series, which is going to be just an unbelievable happening coming up Thanksgiving evening. Right now, let's take a look at Strike Force in action.
This is a tag team contest scheduled for 1 fall in the ring at a total combined weight of 481 pounds. Here are Rick Martel and Tito Santana, Strike Force. opponents, to my left at a total combined weight of 502 pounds, from Korea, Tiger Chung Lee. From St. Petersburg, Florida, Barry Horowitz.
All right. Tag team action here for us, and starting things off will be Rick Martel against Big Tiger Chung Lee, the wily veteran. Chung Lee exerting his strength advantage. Really pushing his weight around. Nice block, nice retaliation. Uh-oh. Toe-to-toe, hammering away here. I would think Martel would come out on the losing end of that one.
And that he is. He doesn't dare try to match up strength. They got to go for speed, quickness.
Nice reversal, though. Look at this maneuver by Rick. Oh, yeah. What a takedown. Arm drag takedown, follow through, onto an arm bar. Nicely done. Rick Martel tagging out now to Santana. Santana with a wrist lock. The Islanders, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, having a little something to say about the strike force.
Well, Mr. Santana, first of all, say La Bamba. That was just a little message directed your way, pal. Do you like it? So you get your partner. You get Mr. Martel or anybody you want. You want a piece of the Islanders? You can have us anytime, any place.
I must say, what happened a couple of weeks ago.
What?
Well, come on, you saw it, Jesse.
Hey, I saw Chico Santana throw the first punch. That's what I saw.
Jesse, Tito Santana happened to be in a Spanish commentary position. I mean, did he ask for the Islanders to come up behind him and start the mess they started?
Hey, earlier the Islanders were out in a match and Chico left the commentating position and went out and got involved in the ring a month or so ago. So I think Chico got what was coming. He threw the first punch and he couldn't handle it.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Strike Force is really looking forward to the opportunity of facing the Islanders.
You can talk about what happened with Santana, but I'll tell you what, when you take Santana and Martel together, the Islanders are going to be in for a fight of their lives, because these two guys, I'll tell you, as a team, they are unbelievable. They showed speed like I've never seen before of anybody, and such great wrestling maneuvers and such great stamina. They can really
fly. But they're
fly.
missing one thing.
Which is?
Management.
Oh, baloney.
Bobby the Brain.
Baloney.
Jesse, you above everyone should know what the lack of good, credible management can do for you.
I'll tell you what, good, credible management gets you money. Oh, these guys are probably wrestling cheap out there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. All right. Double team effort a bit here. Tito Santana with a block and a fiery right hand. Another one. That one's in Horowitz down.
And here comes Martel all fired up. Look at him. Look at that Barry Horowitz backing up.
Hammering away.
Why not? He's hitting with closed fists. That's illegal.
Moving right in now. Monkey flips him right out. Rick Martel with Barry Horowitz. Tries to set him up. Whips him to the far side, off the rope. Nice hip toss.
Beautiful hip
Lee's
toss.
coming in.
Caught Chung Lee with a backdrop. Wow.
Tiger Chung Lee to the outside now. It's Horowitz and Rick Martel left in there.
That's a blading speed for you.
Drop kick. Horowitz down. Quick Tiger comes Santana. Martel whipping Horowitz into the ropes. Off and over.
He knocked him out.
He certainly did. 3 count.
Here are your winners, Strike Force.
Tito Santana, Rick Martel, Strike Force. Let's go back to the replay.
What an impressive duo, Martel and Santana. Unbelievable. Watch his speed. Here's his Horowitz comes off the rope. Look at Santana comes flying up with that elbow, and Horowitz has gone out to sleep.
Tremendous tag team competitor.
Tito Santana will undoubtedly get... Wait a minute.
It's Bundy.
It's Bundy. Where's the conference call?
Well, Miss Betty's putting it together. I got him.
Where is he? In McDonald's or Burger King? Or he's always at one of those fast food places.
Did you hear what he said about you?
As I was saying, Strike Force indeed will be ready for
Rick
Survivors.
Rude's there with them too, the Ravishing one.
They're
They're
both
all coming. They're all getting together. Laugh all you want.
Yeah,
Monster.
Ravishing could use a few hamburgers, I'll tell you that. You could fatten him up a little bit. Strikeforce, indeed, proving to
kidding.
everyone that they are in great shape, as they are the captains of their 10-man team in this tag team extravaganza as part of Survivor Series. Some of the other members, of course, the Killer Bees, the Young Stallions.
Hold on.
Jacques and Raymond, the Rougeau brothers.
One-man gang's there too now. They just arrived.
And the British Bulldogs, comprising that 10-man
Well,
team.
put him on the phone, yeah.
It's going to be something else. Plenty more action still to come, and maybe we'll get a conference
The
call.
Naturals
We'll
there.
be back in a
Just
moment.
a matter of time.
Good for the goose, good for anybody. Tough too, this guy, Scott Casey. Oh, into the ring corner. Oh, dodges. Sleeper. Sleeper, yeah, maybe.
We'll get him. Coming up, Scott Casey against Big Iron Mike Sharpe. Most interesting matchup. Who have you got on there now?
I've got
Are
Butch Reed.
we in fact capable? Would you check with somebody in the studio to see if in fact we can have a conference call
Well,
on
you
this?
have to get your own phone.
On this? Is that Miss Betty?
Yes, Miss Betty. This is her.
Or is that Cynthia Jean?
Cynthia Jean, what about her?
Well, I just want to say congratulations. Nothing wrong with being, when you reach the half-century mark, absolutely nothing wrong
Cynthia
with that.
Jean
Let's go to
isn't 50
ringside.
years old. 49.
And his opponent, he weighs 265 pounds. From Hamilton, Ontario, Iron Mike Sharpe.
So the Iron Mark, Rolla Monsoon, is back with us and still favoring that poor forearm of his,
Well,
you know?
it's been 6 years now, I think. I think it's 6 years and 2 months.
Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just been informed on a change in weight. Iron Mike Sharpe weighs in at 272 pounds. And he is Canada's greatest athlete. Once again, Iron Mike Sharpe.
Highly unlikely that he is Canada's greatest athlete.
Well, again, I hate to use the old cliche, a legend in his
own mind,
right. Wayne, we hear the name Wayne Gretzky.
Well, not too far down the road from Hamilton is Bedford, Ontario, and I believe that's where Wayne Gretzky is from.
Yeah. One of your favorite places is Toronto, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Spend a whole month there one night.
All right, they're underway. Casey and Iron Mike Sharpe.
Good match, evenly matched as far as ability is concerned and as far as experience is concerned.
I'll tell you what I've learned about Iron Mike Sharpe is to watch to see if he loses his cool.
Well, he lost his cool when he got out of the cab, I think. This guy gets bent out of shape in a hurry.
He almost seems steam coming out of his ears sometimes. Very clean-cut looking guy, though. Kind of a handsome guy.
Second generation wrestler.
Yep.
His dad was a very exceptional wrestler, had quite a career.
The fans love to get on Iron Mike's case. They do like to do it to him. Well, we got a guy from Dallas and a man from Canada. Now a little shoulder block takedown.
I don't think that there's anybody on the card. Oh, look at this crucifix.
Look. Oh!
That's a pinning combination if he can hold him down there.
Two.
He couldn't.
Roll over. Oh, nice arm drag takedown. Takes him down again.
He's gone again.
He's way out.
As I was about to say, I don't think there's anybody on the card here in the Spectrum that's in as good or better shape than Iron Mike Sharpe.
Really?
You know, if you could win it on conditioning alone, he'd win it.
He's very enthusiastic. He's very single-minded. Doesn't always win, but then again, who does? But
Sometimes he has no method to his madness, though, Dick.
He just sort of flails away, yeah.
He's very disoriented at times and gets bent out of shape in a hurry. And don't believe the elevator goes all the way to the top.
He said, hold it. Wait a minute, Casey. Well, hold it. You see what's in that? See that dynamite? Yeah, see those dynamite sticks in that arm? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Casey said, what? He said, kiss. Uh-oh. I think the invitation to kiss was right there.
Casey been around for quite a while in the ranks of pro wrestling. He's asking for quiet.
There wasn't that much noise to begin with till he said, hold it down. Oh, don't you love it, fans? I mean, don't you really love it? Mike Sharpe. Oh, I said earlier in one of the matches, I said, boy, when the Philadelphia fans know they've got your ear, they will go for the throat. All right, a battle of strength there. Scott Casey from Dallas and the man from Canada. A little bit of a height advantage for Iron Mike Sharpe.
Casey down to one knee, but he won't stay there long.
He's a tough dude.
You can see some of the ring wars on the face of Casey. He's coming up.
Yeah, look at him battling right back against Sharpe. Casey and Sharpe, no place to hide, gives him a kick in the midsection, down on both knees. Oh, Iron Mike.
Well, you can't win one way, you win another.
That's it.
A former colleague of mine, Jesse the Body Ventura, his famous saying was, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Can you believe that?
I love Jesse. I love it.
He's a movie star now.
I know he is. I never forget the first time I interviewed him here at the Spectrum when he first came here to Philadelphia. What a trip. What a trip. I sat in the interview room and I didn't believe it. He just, whatever comes out of his mouth, doesn't have to think about it too much.
No, he's right there.
I love it. He's a beautiful guy.
Well, Casey turned it around here. Oh, finger smashing time.
You know, it's funny you say something about Jesse the Body into movies, and he is. I said to him one time, I said, do you ever think, since you're out on the West Coast, you ever think about getting into films or whatnot? And it's a very straight question. He says, I don't know, maybe, you know. And at that time, I guess it hadn't really occurred to him.
Well, he became friends with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right, during that new movie.
They did that Predator movie, and it was very successful. I understand he's got a couple of more of them in the can, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of the Body.
Oh, yeah, and we're not going to see much from Iron Mike Sharpe. He just took off from the dressing room, and we're wondering, is he going to come back?
Oh, he'll be back. Definitely did.
But the fans are, yeah.
He doesn't get counted out.
No. All right.
He's back.
Boy, there's that pocket of fans on the other side. They're still going for the throat. All right, there they go. Oh, right across the eyes.
Quite a bit of difference between the winners and losers share of the purse money.
For sure.
You know, when you get counted out, you go with a short end.
Anything drives me crazy. Watch a wrestler's eyes being raked right across the top rope. And Sharpe just did that to Casey. Lays a forearm on him across the side of the head. Oh, man.
Oh, he's going to work now.
He's not fancy. He's a mauler. And Iron Mike is upset. Iron Mike says, I'm going to do it to him. Take him into the top. Oh, right off the turnbuckle. You know, they're padded only to a little degree, fans.
In control of this match right at this particular point in time, the big guy. Irish whip in the corner. Look out.
Oh, catches a size 10 or 12. Another one right in the... Mike doesn't learn, does he? What are we going to do?
Pile driver coming up.
Maybe. Take a long time to get it on.
He got him up there.
Yeah. Oh,
he nailed him with it.
He did that. Casey
wasn't executed quite, excuse me, Dick, as nicely as Mr. Wonderful's, but
there's a leg over the bottom rope. You said that right. Casey's still going for him, though. Drops a foot off the forehead. Just kind of skims it off.
Irish whip, no reversal.
Oh, caught him. Usually Mike Sharpe goes high, but he caught it right in the midsection or below the belt. I'm not sure. Forearm crusher, that brace that he has, that leather brace on his forearm. That arm may never heal.
Boy, a lot of power behind those blows.
You bet. Going for the middle. Oh, boy. Bends him right over. Reversal.
Oh, reversal by Scotty.
Oh, he's going to take him down, a little flip, and no. Whoa.
The monkey flip out of the corner.
Right, and hit the small of the back, did Mike Sharpe.
Nice forearm uppercut.
Well,
not too many guys use that anymore, but it's effective.
Effective for Casey. Scott Casey out of Dallas does his thing very well. Oh, he's working out to death, isn't he? Huh? He's got something going. I'm on a roll. I'm going to use the old forearm, the roundhouse right.
Oh, stuck a thumb right in the eye.
Merci.
Oh, they're both out here now.
Oh, well, don't come our way, guys. Hammering on the head, down on one knee goes Scott Casey, and out comes Iron Mike Sharpe.
Sharpe out here on the table, look out.
Drops that head right off our table. Going to take him around to the steps? No, he's going to take him around to the other side. There's
right into the steel railing.
A wrought iron railing on the perimeter of the ring, and Sharpe takes him there on the other side of our telecast location. Down he goes. Well, the count out goes Mike McHugh trying to count out, but Iron Mark says, I'm going to help you back in.
Oh, he's more than willing.
Yeah. Smash him a little bit on the way. Iron Mike Sharpe.
He's very close to being disqualified here.
Yep. Oh!
Nice block by
A
Scotty.
nice reversal. And he pounds Sharpe's head off the top turnbuckle. Goes for the eye. Turnabout is okay. Goes for the face.
Good for the goose, good for anybody.
That's right. He's a tough dude, this guy, Scott Casey. Oh, into the ring corner. Oh, dodges.
Sleeper.
Sleeper, yeah, maybe. He's
not going to be able to hold him, I don't think. He's getting around too far in front, Dick.
Well, and they're on the rope.
Made it to the rope. Okay. Got to stay behind on that hold. If you don't stay behind, you can't make it effective. Get around to the side and you lose the whole idea of what it's all about, how to apply it.
Sharpe dodged the bullet on that one. Oh, brings that foot up there to the midsection. Casey runs right into him.
This is just a war. Not
nothing
using
fancy.
too many holds in there.
That's right, nothing fancy. Oh! And no. He left.
Oh, look out, Bulldog! He nailed him with it.
Might have. He got to turn him over.
Good night, Mike.
Might be all she wrote.
It is.
1, 2, all over. Good night. Bye-bye.
When Scott Casey slaps that on you and drives that forehead into the mat just the way he did, that is the end.
Well, he looks over his shoulder and says, yeah, it's all over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Scott Casey.
Scott Casey continuing his winning ways here in the World Wrestling Federation. And whom
they're waiting. Are you going to get a phone so we can hook this conference call up?
I have to get a telephone in order to talk to those 5 bananas?
4 guys. Andre's not there.
4 bananas. Andre's not there,
Did you
right?
hear that? Hold on.
I love it.
Well, that's how you do.
Why do I need to speak to them, really? I know
you can
what
just
the
hear their side of it.
Their side of it.
Well, maybe you're right. I'm good enough. I can, whatever I say is the gospel.
Are you not, is the Slickster relinquishing any of his authority with the men that he has involved in
We've worked an agreement out.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure some money changed hands as well.
You're always into how much I make, what I do
I'm not
with my money.
talking about how much you make. Plenty of exciting news, especially on Survivor Series, coming up when we come back.
Thanksgiving night, the World Wrestling Federation presents a special live pay-per-view event. Witness the Survivor Series. The most spectacular lineup in wrestling history will make this November 26th, Thanksgiving night, a night to remember. Hulk Hogan's team is led by the world's heavyweight champion himself.
On Thanksgiving night, the WWF is having their first Survivor Series. Andre the Giant, your team versus mine. One by one, they'll be eliminated until it's just you and me together.
Hulk's teammates are Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Bam Bam Bigelow, superstar Billy Graham, and the former Olympian Ken Patera. The opposition features Andre the Giant. Andre's team includes Ravishing Rick Rude, One Man Gang, King Kong Bundy, plus the natural Butch Reed. See the Survivor Series this Thanksgiving night.
Well, that sort of painted the picture very vividly, did it not, of those 2 particular teams involved in that match. But there are 3 other big matches as well.
Only 10 guys they show. There's 40 more.
40 more wrestlers involved in the other 3 matches. Of course, one of the other matches is another 5-man per team event, with a captain on one side being the Honky Tonk Man, captain on the other side being the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and their partners. And then there's a woman's, shall we say, 5-person elimination match as well, with the Fabulous Moolah, captain on one team, and the current champion, Sensational Sherry, captain of her team and her 4 members. But then there's that other big match, that tag team match, where there's going to be 20 folks out there at one time.
And if a man's defeated, like let's say one of the Rougeaus were defeated, Both the Rougeaus
have to leave.
One Demolition's defeated. Both Demolitions leave.
Right. The Strike Force is the captain of his...
Shows you the chance they got.
What do you mean chance they got?
They'll be down someplace picking
Well,
lettuce.
they've got 4 other teams on their side, and on the other side of the coin, the Hart Foundation, they are the captains. They have 4 other teams on their side.
Well, they have the Islanders, too. They don't really need another team when you have the Islanders.
Please. Let's, if we can, take a look at Hulk Hogan's team all in one shot. There they are. What an awesome combination this is. You've got Kenny Patera.
The last time Patera stood there like that with a bunch of guys, they had a guy say, okay, step out front, lady. Can you identify that guy?
Please, will you stop?
Okay.
You've got the most sensational individual to come down the pike in quite some time in Bam Bam Bigelow, and of course you know the credentials of the other 2 guys, referring to Mr. Wonderful and superstar Billy Graham.
Right, all captained by the world's heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
Want to take a look at my team?
Well, yeah, let's take a look at Andre's team.
There.
Take a look at that.
Look at the body on ravishing Rick Rude and the speed he possesses. The speed and the strength of the natural Butch Reed. And the power, the size, the strength, and speed of Bundy and the one-man gang. And everybody knows the whole total package right there, Andre the Giant.
Over a ton.
I'd say.
2,000 pounds plus. Have you made any arrangements to reinforce the ring?
I'm not in charge of rings. I'm not a layman.
Don't you worry about things like that?
That's
if the
gonna
ring
be taken
should
care of.
collapse, then...
Well, if the ring collapses, we'll just all fall down on Hogan.
Won't that be nice? You wish. But the interesting part lies in that it could end up with Hulk Hogan against Andre, Gang, and Bundy, 1 against 3.
Just think, it's Thanksgiving. 1 against 5, it could happen, right? They could grab an arm and a leg and another arm and a leg and a neck.
It's possible.
And they could all make a wish at once.
Anything is possible in this particular Survivor Series. Right now, let's go to another colleague, Greg DeGeorge, with the Hart Foundation.
The past few weeks, we have been hearing an awful lot about a new concept in professional wrestling. It's called the Survivor Series, and it will be occurring on this Thanksgiving night. Now, it will be done elimination style with a team format in both the tag team and singles divisions. And there will be a number of elimination matches, including one that everyone is talking about. That one will pit Andre the Giant's team against the World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan's team. Now also, there will be a tag team division, and with that in mind, I'd like to introduce you to my guest at this time, manager, Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and the World Tag Team Champions, Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation. And I know you are looking forward to Thanksgiving evening, the Survivor Series, and a great tag team competition.
Let me tell you something, Daddy. We're so excited because we want to prove to everybody that we are the very best. Because you see, in the Survival Series, baby, we are the top team. There's no doubt about it. You've got the Rougeaus, you've got the Killer Bees, you've got the Demolition, the Islanders, you've got the British Bulldogs, but we're going to come out on top, right, baby?
No, shut up!
The Strike Force! What kind of survivors are these guys? May the Force not be with you! And then we've got the Islanders. They're just plain dumb.
How many times do we gotta beat the Bees? How many times do we gotta beat the Bulldogs? We've beaten all these guys. We're the best there is, and there's nothing better. This is the best way to prove it, because we're gonna survive. We are the survivors.
We are certainly talking about the best, no question about it, in the tag team competition.
Us, right? We're talking about us, the best, right here.
Well,
right here, baby, right here.
The survivors, baby.
We are the World Tag Team Champions, and in my opinion, we are the best. But this is going to be our biggest test. Plus, outside the rings, you're going to have some of the greatest minds in professional wrestling. Besides the Mouth of the South, you've got Mr. Fuji, you've got Bobby the Brain Heenan. But we're going to be ready to prove to everybody that we're #1, baby.
All right, looking forward to it, the Survivor Series this Thanksgiving evening.
You ask him, don't ask me.
Well, here it is, October. There's dissension in the ranks already.
Well, see,
didn't you just hear?
Yeah,
the Anvil?
he took a
he
shot.
Said the Islanders are just
Well,
stupid.
of course, he's the world's tag team champions. They don't want to be friends with anybody. They can't be. They can't afford to depend on anybody. They have to depend on themselves. But remember, I told you ego was going to come into it.
Certainly is.
Mr. Neidhart and Mr. Hart, when you're in trouble, we just might not be there to help you.
I'll tell you what, in this kind of elimination tag team match where if one partner loses, the other one has to leave, you better know what you're doing out there, and you better have some friends.
And that pipsqueak Jimmy Hart better stay out of my picture,
We'll
too.
be back.
Punk.
You're really after Horowitz.
nice arm drag.
Beauty, hip lock.
Nice hip lock and over. Whoa! Body slam city. Oh.
Barry Horowitz, newcomer here to the World Wrestling Federation, making quite a name for himself of late.
Well, he's young, he's fast, he's aggressive.
Was
There's talk that he might even team up with Steve Lombardi.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier on.
That's what I heard.
Was he a member of the Terry Garvin School of whatever it was, self-defense?
I'm not sure. He's had a lot of graduates.
I know he has. We're going to join this match in progress as we go to ringside. Barry Horowitz against Leaping Lanny Poffo, the Poet Laureate. Let's go to ringside.
Exhibition hockey, and the season almost ready to get underway with the Flyers. Oh, excitement in Philadelphia every month of the year. Horowitz still getting jammed by the ringside.
Boy, they're really on his case.
He wanted to climb under the rope, but Poffo was there, and Mike McHugh, the referee, backs him off. He's just give him a chance to get in.
Looks like we got a few Broad Street bullies over there.
Well, they look when they know when they got you, they won't stop. I think easy to say, but Horowitz, the best thing is just ignore him if you can.
Absolutely.
They'll go away, maybe.
Hard to do that sometimes.
You should know. You
Absolutely,
should know.
it's hard to do.
Yep. All right, Poffo
Lanny looking right out at him.
Yeah. A little psychological game. Poffo,
you turn your back on Lanny, the match will be over.
That's right.
You got a number of ways to put you away from that.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful high heel.
And
head scissors.
Nice.
Well, he got one leg on it anyway.
He didn't quite have it all. Drag down, it goes. Horowitz claiming to referee McHugh a little pull on the hair. I don't know if anybody saw. The ringsiders say, no way. No way, Jose. I just love to watch Poffo. He's just such a great wrestler.
From a down position. Now there's a hard arm drag right there. Already on his knees, and he still executed it. Well, the entire wrestling world is buzzing, Dick, about the new album and video just released, the Wrestling Album 2. There are some hot numbers on there. I don't know if you've heard it or not yet.
No.
Oh. The Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart does a tune called Crank It Up.
Crank It Up, huh?
And his Intercontinental Champion, the Honky Tonk Man, does a number on it. Beautiful arm drag once again.
Oh, look at that. 2 in a row.
The name of it is Pile Driver, and the hit cut on it, called Pile Driver, is done by Coco.
Oh, my God.
Coco beware.
Does the bird chime in?
Frankie might have a little shot in there. I'm not sure. But there are some hot items on there, and it's on the market right now.
My fiance Joanna loves Frankie and Coco, as well as George the Animal, her favorite guys.
She has good taste.
Oh, nice maneuver
nice
there by
leverage.
French. Yeah.
Either go with that or you break your wrist. It's as simple as that. There's no in between.
Well, he's got a little pressure on the wrist. Barry trying to get up, still pretty much in a seated position. My imagination was Horowitz beefed up a little bit, added a little bit of weight.
He certainly has, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. When I first saw him about 3-4 months ago.
He's put on about 15 pounds.
Oh, that much, okay. It looked like it, but I wasn't sure.
Well, you get in here, and we deal primarily here with super heavyweights.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and 15 pounds can make a big difference.
A guy weighing 230, as we've seen a few years back, really is kind of a lightweight.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Nice reversal.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, man. He didn't let him go. He followed him right on down to the mat. Beautiful maneuver by Poffo. Well, we've got a list. The Hitmen are in tonight. The Killer Bees, oh my gosh. Tiger Chung, S.D. Jones, very popular local wrestler now residing in the Caribbean.
And the hairstylist.
Oh, yeah.
Brutus, the barber.
Brut-Eye, you always call
him. Brut-Eye. He wants to be called a stylist now. He doesn't want to be called a barber. Well, he went up to New York City and got with Salvatore Fedora, who is the world's champion men's hair designer, salon, whatever. And I spent some time with him, and he tried to teach him some points about styling, but Brutus has a style of his own.
Oh, Barry, you're bugged out there. Went between the top and middle ropes just to gain a little time. He's favoring his left arm, and he's not getting the favor of the 10 guys at ringside, or on this case. Poffo, I don't think Poffo's broken a sweat during the monsoon.
Well, neither one of them have, really.
Drives him right down to his knees. Uh-oh. Poffo's funny. He's a clean-cut guy, very likable. The crowd loves him. but he'll wrestle any way you want to go.
Well, the only fault that I find, Dick, with Lanny is it takes too much to get him upset.
Yeah.
Sometimes by the time he gets upset, it's too late.
Could be.
He's already expended too much energy, and they've pounded on him too much, and it's goodbye. If he could light that fire a little sooner.
Well, maybe this occurred to him. All right, they got a break. They're on the top rope. A little punch in the midsection. Elbow along the side of the head by Horowitz.
Look out.
He ducks. Oh! My God!
Could be all over.
No! Kicked out. Didn't have the leg lock. Horowitz, though, favoring his back. Poffo says, hey, man, drive you in the next week. Oh, all right! The crowd loving it. Look out. All right.
Reverse somersault out of the corner. Nice kip up.
No mas, he says. There's some regulars. I know these guys are on Horowitz's case. They always greet me when I come into the Spectrum. And good guys, but they can be vicious. Ask Horowitz.
Barry wants to start over again.
No way.
Highly unlikely.
No. Well, the ringsiders grill on the way in before we start our telecast showed me a rather large poster caricature of Brutus Beefcake, which he drew himself. I mean, really
look good. I saw it. Yes.
Okay, beautifully done. Maybe our camera can grab it later on. Uh-oh, Poffo took a shot. Horowitz on top of him, pulls down on those nails right along the back. Whoa.
Nice uppercut.
Ooh, yeah. Well,
nice
another
forearm uppercuts. European style.
Well. Oh, drops a leg on it. Leg drop, and is he happy?
Give me
Come
a
on.
break. You're
That's
not going
too
to
cool.
beat Poffo like that.
No, man. No way.
That's being extremely overconfident.
This is called bugging Poffo. A knee lift. Uh-oh. Right in the mouth. Yeah. That'll loosen a few of the molars. But take him around the top rope. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Nasty. Mike McHugh giving him a head of steam over that one. Warning him about it. Poffo is hurting. He's over in the corner. Talk about pulling on the tights, huh?
Well, McHugh outweighs both of these guys, I think.
He does, I believe.
He hasn't missed too many meals. Double underhook here. Suplex coming up.
Nice job. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, kicks out.
Couldn't get him, so went to a reverse chin lock.
Yeah, got a chin lock on him, and McHugh checks to see if there's any choking at all. Horowitz.
You can turn that into a smother very easily.
Yeah, that's true. What's the worst, fair question, what's the worst hold you've had put on you? Maybe not a slam or anything, but an actual hold around your body.
The worst hold on me, Dick, over the years? I think Sammartino's bear hug.
Really?
Patera's bear hug.
Oh, yeah.
Superstar Billy Graham's bear hug.
Oh, yeah, with those arms.
Let me think here.
And that's not easy getting a bear hug around you, if I may say so, you know? All right, Poffo finally gets back to his feet and gains control, kind of, but there's a fight now at the top of the... brings that knee around the back there, right around the kidney area.
Of course, there weren't too many guys coming off the top rope in my era, like the Macho Man does.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those things can put you out of commission for a long time.
All right, there's a lot of pressure put on the throat of Lanny Poffo by Barry Horowitz. With all his weights, 200 some odd pounds.
Some of the things they're doing today make me happy that I don't have any gear anymore. I don't have any tights.
Hey, whoa!
Small package almost got him with it.
Almost did. Hey, Horowitz said, wait a minute. They got my heart started on that one. Oh, brings that. Uh-oh.
Backslide.
Well, maybe 1, 2, kicked out of it. That's count of 2, says referee McHugh.
Didn't have enough body weight to hold it.
Poffo is just sort of letting, I don't say letting, but he seems to be at the beck and call of Barry Horowitz. Oh! Barry Horowitz. Maybe 1, 2. Whoa!
Didn't get him.
2.5, man. Close. Horowitz said, yeah.
Didn't get him.
Got a body slamming. Backbreaker.
Backbreaker right in the corner.
Oh, they're under the ropes, so they should break. 2.
What are you counting, ref?
Yeah.
Give me a break, ref.
That's right. Poffo All right, Horowitz going up where the...
An awful long time to get up there.
Look out! Look out, baby! Oh!
I think you or I could have got up there quicker than that.
I think so. He's taking his time. Into the corner. Oh, he flew in. Go rolling back now.
Monkey flip.
Oh, yeah. Look, nice maneuver by Poffo. Great continuity going right now. Huh? He shall give you a fist sandwich, man. Instead, kicks him to the chest. Poffo says, hey, it's about time I got a little angry.
Setting him up.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Whoa! All right. Poffo's on a tear.
Irish whip into the corner.
Look at second time he's taking right off his feet.
Another monkey flip. Oh no, look at he got the legs hooked. Inverted atomic drop. He nailed him with it.
Whoa. And Horowitz apparently can't really follow up too well. Go try.
Oh, look at this neck breaker.
Nice.
That might do it.
Maybe.
Hook the leg. Could be all over. He got him. What an upset. What an upset.
The fans don't like it, and they saw it, and they don't believe it, but that's the truth. All right, let's get the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Barry Horowitz.
Boy,
money.
What money?
I bet you on Horowitz. I had Horowitz.
You dreaming?
Didn't you just bet me $100?
No.
Heard that from someplace. Quite sure it was you.
You might have heard it from Minnie.
Pause? No.
What a feather in the cap of Barry Horowitz.
I knew he was going to win. You know why? 2 days before this match, he called me. Give me a tip. He said, I'm having a little rough edges here. So I explained a little something to do. Voila.
I've never seen any member of your family ever use that kind of a reverse neck breaker.
No, you haven't. That doesn't mean they
so
won't.
that doesn't.
I didn't say I told him to use that for the move.
Okay.
Something else I did.
What kind of
$100, deadbeat?
If I owed you $100, it would be my pleasure to give it to you.
You'd love to give it to me.
Literally and figuratively. Our feature match coming up in mere moments here on Prime Time Wrestling here this week. So we'll be back with it in just a second.
Part of town is Neidhart. Tag made, Costello in. And he's ringing the arm of Jimmy Neidhart. The rope the other side of the ring. Oh, caught him. Bear hug. Uh-oh.
This could be like a little, what would you say, warm-up for Survivor Series.
Certainly
because
could be.
both of these teams are heavily involved in that elimination tag with 20 guys. Can you picture that? Bring 20 guys out there at ringside.
I'm amazed at the things that World Wrestling Federation puts together. Sometimes I think the reason they're doing all this is just to eliminate everybody.
To eliminate everybody.
That's what it looks like to me.
First annual Survivor Series coming up, but right now our feature. Let's go to ringside.
The following is a tag team bout scheduled for one fall with a 1 hour time limit, and it is for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers at a total combined weight of 469 pounds, B. Brian Blair, Jumping Jim Brunzell, the Killer Bees. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 517 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Bret Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
The Hitmen are here. The Hart Foundation, the champions, wearing those belts flat top.
Great sign. And the other side to the left there said Bret doesn't get it. Haircut, he gets an oil change. A little greasy hair.
Yeah, a little chippy lube here, Bill Berkey style.
Yeah.
All right, that's what it's all about, those great belts worn by Hitman Hart and Jim Neidhart.
Should mention, without Jimmy Mouth South Hart, I guess he's under the weather tonight.
Yeah.
But, well, very successful manager with 2 champions. You know, Honky Tonk
That's a lot
and
going
the
for
tag
him.
team,
You
right?
bet. Well, Craig, A little bit of a stall, not stalling, but they're enjoying the, oh, be careful. Hitman Hart says the referee, Mike McHugh, be very careful handling our belts. And that's cool. Why not?
Hey, they deserved it. They earned it.
You bet. They've really taken on everybody. All right, looks who we have. Neidhart sort of holding the Hitman back. I don't know who's going to start it.
You know, a lot of professional talent out there, Dick, at both college level. Brian Blair played football at University of Louisville. Jim Brunzell played with Minnesota Gophers.
Sure.
And then Neidhart played with the Cowboys in the NFL. Brett the Hitman Hart has a real hockey background, so they're very talented athletes in many sports.
Get the look.
What is it?
We're going to remove the shades, Neidhart, from the Hitman. We have to do this with some ceremony. You've got to be cool.
A little flair.
Oh, yes, yes. Watch. Oh, Neidhart being bugged, and the fans jump on him too. Brian Blair giving a little bit of heat. Oh, we must take the shades off. All right, now let's.
Certainly
how
take
nice.
your time.
How nice. All right, is Neidhart kicking off here? I don't know. Still being checked out by the referee. Hitman Hart always looks angry, always looks irritated. I don't know what it is about him. All right, Jimmy Neidhart kicking off against Brian Blair of the Killer Bees. Jim Brunzell, the other half of Killer Bee combination. And there's a little bit of showmanship by, don't fondle the beard. Maybe it'll give Brian Blair a little idea of grabbing hold. Neidhart strong, look at that.
Yeah, I was talking to B. Brian before the match here, and he told me that he teaches a lot of amateur wrestling in the Tampa area to kids. Teaches them all the moves, and what a great mentor.
Well, you'll find a lot of, many of the wrestlers do like to give back to the community. They stop in hospitals for the young guys, maybe not a little bit of handicapped, whatever, but they give a lot back. It's wonderful. All right, now the top is down on Neidhart. That's a lot. Beard's longest I've seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
He may rue the day or tonight. He shoves Brian Blair away. Oh! How do you like that maneuver? How do you like that?
Boy, he flung 280 pounds like it was 5 pounds.
He gave a little bun, a couple of buns there. Oh, he's the bad part of town, is Neidhart. Tag made, Brunzell in, and is ringing the arm of Jimmy Neidhart into the rope on the other side of the ring. Oh, caught him. Bear hug. Oh boy. Oh, that's one way to break it. And there's the tag made. Bear in again. 2-on-1. Oh, caught him to the midsection. A double sock to the midsection by Brunzell and Blair, who kicks the feet out from under Neidhart, and he's working on the ankle.
Who looks like the champions now?
Hitman Hart had ideas of sliding into the ring to break the hold, but everybody saw him, so he bugged right out. Oh,
man.
Stretching those muscles.
And some hamstring problems there, easy.
Dropped an elbow on Jimmy Neidhart. Neidhart, though, a tough dude, we must admit.
Look at the Bees work so well, Dick. In and out of the ring. They don't get stale. They're very fresh. 20 seconds and out. Boom.
You make a great point, Craig. They don't get stale. They keep everything fresh. Right in and out.
You don't see a lot of tag teams do that. You don't have to stay in there all afternoon. Make your point, get a couple of shots, and get out.
You can weaken your team by staying in your luck. Sure. Hitman Hart gets the tag, and a leg trip by Brian Blair. A tag made. Brunzell in again. Oh, boy.
And, of course, the difference when you have a tag team as opposed to individual competition.
You talk about pulling the hamstring on Jimmy Hart. There's the knee to the back of the knee, I believe. Yeah, he's working on it. These guys are really smart move. Tag made. Here comes B. Brian Blair again.
They had to drag him over to do it.
Oh, man. Beautiful. Look at it. Bring him right inside the very middle of the ring. Turn him over.
Good thing Jimmy Hart is not here to see this.
That's for sure.
His world champ's not looking too good, though.
All right, B. Brian's setting him up now. Cranking him up. Oh, boy. Neidhart's outside. He can only sweat that one out. His partner's taking the short end. Brian Blair just moved in time. Neidhart had ideas of giving him a shot from outside the ring. They made a tag, did he? Yeah.
Yeah, Jumping Jim is in.
These guys are so fast. Look at him. Step over toe hold. Love it. Hey, tag made again. In and out, in and out.
Yeah.
Hey, tag made again. Don't you love it? Boy, he's quit. Look, you talk about bad. You better not go to the well too long, I think.
Well, that could be a problem also.
Figure 4, is it?
Oh! He wasn't tagged in.
All right, Brunzell being worn outside the ring, although Neidhart got away with it a moment ago. There's the tag made, and in comes Neidhart on top of Blair. Drives him to the canvas, shot to the side of the head. Hart goes out. He's glad to get the rest, I guess. Neidhart choking him on the middle rope.
Watch out, oh, man. Hitman's over there. Look at Brunzell.
He's all over the ring. He's not protecting my man. And Hart has to remind the referee that Brunzell's out in the corner. Takes an elbow shot to the back of the head, does Brian Blair. And they're yelling grease ball at Jimmy Hart, the hitman.
Yeah, you like a crowd that is into it. And this Philadelphia crowd here, they know what's happening, don't they?
Well, the referee's being distracted by not only Hitman Hart, but also Jim Brunzell. And Neidhart's doing his number on Brian Blair. Tag made, I presume. Did we see it? Did we not? Takes him outside the ring.
No padding either, Dick. You may have mentioned earlier, there's no padding outside the ring. It's just about a quarter-inch of cardboard.
Look at this routine. Hitman Hart holding onto his eyes as if Brunzell hit him, and he didn't. Now Neidhart takes a shot on that side of the ring on Brian Blair.
Yeah, he's out of the ring. He may be hurt over there. Look at that.
I know. But Hart pretending he was hit by Brunzell. Brian Blair thrown inside by Neidhart.
He hit that iron gate over there.
Well, back to Norm of whatever Norm is. Back body drop and whoa! Neidhart working him into the other ring. Ropes, ducks under, catches a knee to the back. Neidhart.
Brian thought he was in good shape because the Anvil missed with that roundhouse right.
Well, these guys win by very questionable means, to put it lightly.
Well, they won the title like that, so you would kind of expect it would go along. Danny Davis helped them out.
A lot of bad blood between these two teams, and these two teams are going to figure very heavily in the Survivor Series.
You know, like last week you had as the feature match the Dream Team.
Right.
And now you've got the Bees. Now you've got the Hearts.
Right.
I mean, Rougeau's. I mean, they're all in the Survivor Series.
Absolutely. We'll be back with the exciting conclusion in just a moment.
I know that.
You know, Brain, it seems to me that whenever the mouth of the South, the Colonel, is not there at ringside, that the Hart Foundation has a little rougher time.
Well, he could be with the Intercontinental Champion, the greatest Intercontinental Champion, the Honky Tonk.
Yeah, only you and he agree to that. Let's go back to ringside.
Boy, can he sing.
On the back of the head, he shoots a right to the midsection on Hart. Flip him upside down. Oh, backbreaker. Push him down on top of him. Brunzell grabs the tight on Hitman Hart. Neidhart is tagged. He's in. The referees ought to be aware that, hey, this is a different guy in there. I didn't see any tag, even if they did.
Well, Jim Brunzell saved his partner there.
Temporarily, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Hart going over the top. And Brunzell gets caught. No tag made. No tag made. No tag made. Hitman Hart's back in again. Brian Blair's going to sleep well tonight, maybe. Drops an elbow. Got him. 2, kicks out. The count of 2.5, maybe.
Well, he's got to get over there. Dick, he's been in that ring a long time.
He's got to crawl or roll or whatever. He's got to get over. Brunzell is fresh. He hasn't been in for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, catches that boot right in the midsection. Down he goes. It's payback time. Say one thing, 2, kick out. But Brian Blair's facing the wrong way. Greaseball, this ringside, is yelling at Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Neidhart, the anvil, back in. He's named that very aptly. He is dynamite. Oh, backbreaker, bear hug, whatever you call it. This could mean submission, I don't know. Jim Brunzell offering his encouragement outside the ring, wishing he could be in there, and so does Brian Blair wish that. He's saying, wait a minute, maybe I can come back here.
He's getting to life.
Lays a couple of elbows on the head of Neidhart. Tag is made, but he's still on the bad side of town. He turns around. He was heading in the right direction for the tag with his partner. Oh, ducked under it. Caught him. They caught one another.
Who got who?
They clothesline one another.
Who got who?
I think it happened at the same time. Greg. Yeah.
Wow.
Down they both went. There's a count. Who's going to get up first? This could be critical.
You know, if one of them hit first, you really could have the count going in someone's favor.
Well, Hart's sitting up. Brian Blair's kind of partway up. Brunzell, well, get back to his corner. All right, Brian Blair's going to do what? A body. Oh, man.
I flipped it the wrong way.
Got it.
Hey, wait a minute.
Two.
Oh, man, that would have been a tag.
That was beautiful.
This is a title event right here.
That's right. Oh. Two-on-one, as it usually is. Referee someplace else. Oh! Oh! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the Spectrum fans have gone crazy.
How is B. Brian Blair doing it? He's got no energy left. He's been in the ring for 10 minutes.
He's trying to get over there.
There he
makes the tag, and Hart is in trouble. Here's a fresh Brunzell. Back body drop. Oh, he came down to that hip and knee. Brunzell is on a tear. Drops that leg. 1. Gotta hook the leg.
Oh, he didn't hook it.
No. Brunzell, look, give him a series of shots. Right hand, right. Oh, look at him. He's crazy. Look at him. He's out of his mind. He says, that's payback time now, man.
Well, you know, B gets after it. Hasn't stung anyone in a while.
Oh, clotheslined him. 1, 2, kick out 3. Okay, no count. Just count of 2.
But where's the anvil, Dick?
I don't know. He went off the side. He went over the top.
There he is. Okay, there he is. He's finally getting up. He's been down for a while.
1, 2, leg on the bottom rope. Drag him over there. Drag him in the middle.
And look at the anvil. He was having trouble getting up. And that could be the difference.
Maybe. Well, now at least it's one-on-one. Oh, nice reversal by Jimmy Hart. Bret Hart. We call him Jimmy. Bret Hart, the Hitman. Oh! Lays an elbow on him. Brian Blair going after Neidhart now. Mike McHugh, the referee, has his hands full.
He's having trouble at this point, Dick. All havoc breaking loose now.
Oh! Beautiful, beautiful. Standing drop kick down and outside the ring is Bret Hart.
I don't think I've seen a killer beast look this good in a long, long time.
Oh! What do we have here? Got him.
Look at that.
Got him.
Well, the champs hung on, but they hung on for dear life.
They did that all right.
Boy.
All
That match tells you something about the Killer Bees as well. Let's pick it up.
The winners of this bout and still World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation.
Well, Bret Hart and Jimmy Neidhart are still the champions in the tag team division. Brings him over the top. This looks beautiful. Look, the timing was beautiful.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart grabbed the foot of B. Brian Blair. I thought something was a little fishy about that.
Well, they always do.
Well, what is it now?
Another $100.
What are you talking about?
I had the Hart Foundation. Double or nothing, I said.
You had
me $200.
What are you dreaming?
What a deadbeat. You're supposed to be known to pay your debts.
I do.
You bet on a few football games.
I don't sleep at night
if
I owe somebody something.
You bet on football games. You're a real sports lover. You haven't won one of those in 9 years, but.
What makes you think I would ever bet with you on anything?
Because you said so. You call me a liar now. People don't think I just made this up.
A thought entered my mind while we were watching that particular tag team matchup, being that both of those teams are an important part of the Survivor Series. Will you instruct any of your men, such as the Islanders, during that particular match on Thanksgiving night, that should they be in trouble and go to the corner, would they tag their own partner or someone else?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have a team meeting the night before. Everybody's getting together, the whole family. I'll map the strategy out.
Well, folks, that wraps it up once again for another week here on Prime Time. And what I was trying to get at, Brain, was that in your mind, in your devious mind, I'm sure that you already considered this. That is, you know, if in that elimination tag, if one team has the momentum and one of your guys is in trouble, knowing that the other side has the momentum, they might be a little bit reluctant about tagging their own partner, knowing that should they go in and get eliminated, the whole team is eliminated.
Okay, my strategy is this. Anytime any member of my family's in there, if you can tag out, don't tag one of our family.
Don't tag one of your
Tag somebody else. Let them get worn down. Let them, wait a minute, what am I doing? You're going to go rat this to everybody. You're probably wired.
Wired?
You're going to go tell this. I know you're going to go tell it to Hogan and everybody else, and La Bamba and Lucky Pierre and all the guys. What have I done now?
The news will be out rather shortly.
You're going to wish Cynthia Jean happy 5-0?
Happy 50th, Cynthia.
40.
50th, whatever. See y'all next week.